Hi viewers, welcome to this video lecture on array in C. As I promised you that we will be going for this array in C. Let us have a discussion about what is this array. As you know that array is a collection of data items of same type and accessed using a common name. That is the main thing in this array. Say for example, you can say one variable is there. Why should you go for array? Say suppose I want to take the students, 100 students in a class, and I want to put all the data of the students. So 100 times I have to define the variable. So instead of what do I do, I define an array. In that array I can put all this value there, because these are similar type, because the student name will be common, student registration number will be common, things similar type of things, and the student marks will be common. So instead of defining different number of variables, I declare an array and I can put data items of same type, and it is using a common name, right? So a one-dimensional array, it is just like a list, it is referred as a list. A two-dimensional array, it is just like a table, and the C languages places no limits on the number of dimensions in an array, those through specific implementations. One-dimensional array is referred to as vector also in some places, and two-dimensional arrays are matrices, but unless otherwise it is mentioned, it is to be taken as arrays. Like now, then you go for the initializing the array. Array may be initialized when they are declared, just as any other variables. That also we can initialize. We can place the initialized data by a curly braces. Whatever the initializations, we put it inside this curly braces following the equal signs. Okay, I'll show you the example, and note the use of commas in the examples below also. I am showing you that next. And the arrays may be partially initialized by providing fewer data items than the size of the array, because suppose the size I declare 10, but I am initializing on 3 or 4, remaining by default it will initialize to 0. Okay, nothing to worry about that one. Do you understand what I am telling? Suppose the array size initialized declare 10, and I am initializing the array item only for 5 number, remaining 5 by default it will be initialized to 0. So if an array is to be completely initialized, the dimensions the array is not required. So if you are going to initialize the entire thing, then dimension is not required. You understand what I am telling? Suppose there are 6 number of things are there, there is no need to declare it that size is 6, automatically it will be detect. But if you are declaring size is 10 and initializing 6, the remaining 4 will be initialized to 0. Let us go for an example here. I say integer array, here size is equal to 6, I am putting 1, 2, 3, 4. You see, you can see it here. The thing is that it is there, whatever things we are initializing, it must be in the curly braces like this, and the values are separated by comma. For example, array 6, and it is 1, 2, these are the elements. 0th element is 1, first element, second, like that you can go for that one. Similarly, suppose I am going for integer number 100. So I am putting the array name is numbers. Okay, here size is equal to 100. I am putting the value like 1, 2, 3. The first 3 elements you can see clearly. The first 3 elements you can clearly see it here. Can you see? The first 3 elements are 1, 2, 3 here. For this array I am talking about. The fourth element here you can see, it is consisting, can understand, this element 5, here the element 5, this is the 6th element. Okay, so this is the 6th element, the element 5, and it is initialized to 5. It is not continuous, dot there. Then the next 2 elements, this is after this, then this 5th means 6th element is initialized to 5. Next element is 6, next element is 7. Then 50th element, that is array 50, that is 51st element, that is initialized to 50. Similarly, 42nd means it is 43rd element, it is initialized to 42. Like that we can get all the things. Okay, so all the things we can work and we can go for like thing. Now let us take an example here to clearly understand what is this array. Okay, now this is the program number. I think we go for 25. Yeah, we can go for program number 25. Just initialization of array 2425.c. Yeah, right click and we open the so this is the, yeah. Now let us take we are declaring an array and we are initializing, and we want to 10 number of values to be take this array. Okay, so now I go for this hash include std is the same thing, integer main is the same. Then I have to take some values, 10 values. So my name of my array is values, so integer values is equal to the size I have given 10. So printf enter 10 integers. Now it has to enter. Then taking the input and storing in the array, we put it like this. Just I am a for loop for integer I is equal to 0. Then I less than 10, because maximum size is equal to 10, and plus I. Then scanf, because it has to take the input from this keyboard, %d, and store it with this and values with the I. Okay. So I means the for 10 numbers it has to store this value. Then for displaying printf displaying integers, for integer I is equal to 0 and I less than 10 plus plus I, then printf percentage d slash n values. Okay, why I am putting it there plus slash n? Because after each element it will put go to the next line, value is equal to I. Okay, so you get it now. I hope I have clearly explained all the things. So again, once again I am telling that include stdio.h standard input output header file. Then the main function it starts here. Here I am declaring integer values, that array, and the maximum size I am giving it 10. Then enter the integers. For that I am putting a loop, for loop. So I is equal to 0 and I less than 10 and I plus plus or plus plus I, scanf and all things I am putting it there. Then for displaying there. So now once I run this program, yeah, I am running this program. Yeah, it is successful running. So enter 10 integers. So first I put 1, then I put 2, then 3, then 4, then 5, then 6, then 7, then 8, then 9, and then 10. Okay, so these are the 10 experiments. I put it here. Now you can see all these 10 integers, it is starting from 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. Now the process returned 0. Now it has successful run. You got it now? So in this way you can clearly see I given the size of this 10, just I entered 10 number of things here. Okay, so then I think it is clear for your people, and then I am going for the program number 26. Here in the program number 26, what you will do? Say I am using a 2-dimensional array. In the 2-dimensional array, it is just like in the form of a matrix. You can see it here. So I am using the library stdio.h and stdlib.h also I am including it here. In integer main I am putting it void. So here what I am putting it here is here integer a is array 2 by 3, that is 2 rows and 3 number of columns. And what is the values? It is there in common in the curly brackets here. The first row it is 4, 5, 6, comma. The second row is 7, 8, 9. So all the things again it is coming on the curly braces. That means what is the array A, that is 2 by 3. I initialize the values here. Then integer B, that is array B, that is also 2 by 3. Because for addition it must be the same dimension, it should be same. So it is also 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, like that some elements I am putting it there. Okay, then integer sum, the same 2, 3 for adding this row and columns. Okay, then first we go for the addition. So for row is equal to 0, row less than 6, row plus no, I don't think it is the thing. We go for this 26. Yeah. I don't think it is 6. The 26. Yeah, you check it here. So yeah, your integer sum 2, 3 row column I have given. For row is equal to 0 and a row less than 2. Why I am going for row less than 2? Because it is 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2 rows are there. That's why less than 2. And row plus plus. So it will operate on the first row, then it will go to second row. Then for column is equal to 0 and column less than 3. Why is less than 3? Because 0, 1, 2. So 3 number of columns are there. This is the 0th column, this is the first column, this is the second column. Okay, this vertical are the columns and the horizontal are the rows. You got it now? Then sum is equal to sum of row and column, that is A of row column plus B of row column. Individually it will take. For printing all the things, then print the sum is slash n. I am putting a new line for these things. For row is equal to 0 and row less than 2, row plus plus. For column is equal to 0, column less than 3, column plus plus. Print. See, I am putting it. I am putting a tab. T standing for the tab, slash D means I have to put a tab. For what? For this value. D is the integer value. I am putting it here just like that. 4, 5, 6, all the things. Then where it will store? It will store in some row and column. Then print. You don't forget to write this one printf. That is slash n, because at end of each row it will create a new line. Okay. So this is the thing. So if you go for these things, again let me run this program and again I will explain all the things one more time. You can see it here. You are having the things 5, 8, 11, then 14, 17 and 20. Okay, remember first is 5, 8, 11. How it has taken 5, 8, 11? So you can check it here. So 4 plus 1, 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 6 plus 5 is equal to 11. For the second one, 7 plus 7, 14, here 17 and 20. Okay, 14, 17, 20. 14, 17, 20, remember. So you will get it 14, 17 and 20. You can see it at 14, 17, 20. Okay, so this is the explanation how we can go for 2-dimensional arrays and how we can 2-dimensional arrays. Mainly I told you that it is just like a matrix. Okay, so we have taken it here and successfully run this program. Then next we are going for executing another program, that is the program number 27. I am going, yeah, fine, C program, and open the C editor. Here what I am going to, I am going for the average of n numbers using RS. Okay, so what I am doing it here, standard input output dot header file I included here, integer main, integer marks, you can see here my array is marks, and the initially the size is equal to 10, and I am taking other variables like I, n, and the sum is equal to, I am initializing to 0, and average. These are the variables I am put it here. So for printf, enter number of elements. So out of the elements you put it here, the scanf percentage d, because it has to take the input from this keyboard. For I is equal to 0, I less than n, and I plus I. Then printf, enter number percentage d, I am putting it here. You can just put a gap here also, no problem. So then then which is equal to I plus 1. Why I am telling? Because enter the number, when I am entering the number, for this it will go into the second, because I is equal to 0, then it is going to the second one. Okay, then scanf percentage d and marks, then sum is equal to sum plus marks I, average is equal to sum by n. This is the general things you know. And printf average, because I am going for, what is our thing, find the average of n number of arrays. Okay, so these things you got it now. Now first what you have to do, you have to enter the number of elements, then it has to go for this some of the average of that one, right? Okay, when I run this program, I run this program, it is running and it's showing the number of elements. I put it, the number of elements are 8. Okay, then it is asking what is the first element. First element is 12. Okay, then what is the second element? Say it is 13. What is the next element? It is 14. Say you have to give it 8 number. Okay, next what is the element? Say I am putting it 15. So next I am putting 16. Next I am putting 17. Next I am putting 18. You got it now? So how many I have given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So enter. Next I am giving 19. Okay, so all these 8 elements I have given. Just I am putting enter. He is telling the average is equal to 15, because the middle you can see the 15. So average by default it will also be coming the 15. Okay, so now the process return 0 and execution time is equal to this one. So now you can clearly understand what is this concept of array and how to implement all this array. So thank you for watching this video, and if you really like this video on the YouTube, you please share with your friends and give a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe, because all these new videos without delay it will come to you without any reference. And once again, thank you all and take care of your health. Goodbye. Have a good day.